The soil has reached a minimum temperature of 40 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to plant some peas. Peas don't need a lot of nitrogen. They really don't need any nitrogen when it comes to the fertilization of the soil, because peas fix their own nitrogen. If you ever dig up a pea root or a bean root or some legume, they will have nodulars on the roots. Little balls you would think would be a problem. That's not. That's nitrogen that they're fixing for their consumption in order to grow and create good, lush, green plant. So what we've done here, on all of our beds last fall, we mounted a tremendous amount of leaves that we dug off. We pulled out of the street, literally about a half block from in front of the house and across the street, and everything that fell on the property. And we just mounded them up so we have plenty of mulch. Now by midsummer, it won't look like we've done anything. This will all be gone. But like this here, there's 18 inches, 12, 18 inches of leaves there. And that was the same for this bed here where we're going to plant the peas. What I've done is forked the leaves over on the adjacent bed because we don't want the leaves right away. We want the peas to germinate, come up through the soil, get a couple inches tall, and then we'll backfill around the peas to get moisture retention and weed reduction. And that's the important thing. We want to keep the roots cooler as well as hold the moisture in. So what I've done here, this was a Florida weave. You can see the fence post here. From last year, we did a Florida weave with tomatoes in this bed. So we just lift the fence post in, and we'll end up doing another row here. I've only got 2 sets of fence posts. We'll do another row, so we'll have 3 different rows of peas. But what we'll do here, peas are really simple to plant. One of the easier crops. So we'll just, I've kind of made a furrow here, remove the leaves, and then what I'll do, I'm just going to go down about a ½ inch. Now you can see that the soil is very, very wet, and that's usually that's very accustomed early on in the season, so we won't have to water here. But what I do want to do is with peas, you can pack them in fairly tight, and when they get 4 or 5 inches, then I'll take string and I'll run back and forth to allow them to have something to grab onto about every 8 to 10 inches as they grow up. Because if you don't have some structure in which the peas can grasp onto with their the little stringy things that they have on their stalks, they will topple over. They will get top heavy, topple over, pinch the stem, and then you have no peas at all. It'll kill the plant off. So there's a variety of different peas in which you can plant, everything from sugar snap to flat potted. It's your choice. You just want to make sure if you're planting multiple varieties to mark them so you know at what stage you should harvest them at. Okay, so I've got the row here. Just going to plant, put the pea in. About every 2 inches is a good spacing recommendation for these peas. Larger the pea, the more opportunity it has to grow, but we saved these peas from last year and they should do just fine. And you can pre-soak your peas in a compost tea in just water 12 hours to 24 hours before you plant them. The only disadvantage in doing that, well, the advantage is by hydrating the actual seed, it will increase the speed of germination because you're basically loading it with water or nutrients in order for it to sprout quicker. The disadvantage is if you don't or not sure how many peas you're going to plant in your bed, you can overguess, which we have done, or you can underguess, which we have done. So you have too many peas that you've soaked or not enough. Now, not enough, it's easy to fix. You just put the dry peas in. If you've over-soaked too many peas, then you've got to do something with those peas. Otherwise, they're just going to sit there and you're going to lose them. So keep that in mind if you're going to soak your peas beforehand. If you want to do some multiplication, figure out how many you're really going to need. So planting peas, minimum soil temperature at root zone, which is for peas 2 to 3 inches. Just take a probe and figure out how much it is. 40 degrees Fahrenheit, consistent, minimal. And then get them in early. And by 4th of July here in Zone 5A, Zone 5B, you'll be harvesting peas, and that's also the perfect time to plant for fall.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.